All right, I'm going to write something up here. Some of y'all that have done a lot of studying and you're out of the world, you've heard of the secret doctrine, you've heard of Madame Blavatsky. Okay? Well, this man science, that's part of all this, but this is ahriman. Okay? Now, real quick, they had to leave that individual alone while they were still warping the world, and they did discredit that individual, but discredited her with the lies. Because see, when you create, prove it, physically prove it, then there goes the goy mind and the dumb people mind. And so here we are now, to where even still 9 years against everything people are worshiping as careers as a false lie, they still just, it's crazy. I have proof that I went to school. That you, listen, that's our whole thing is when you are born into a system of nasty, disgusting control, you're not going to know that. Okay? And she told them, the only way that you're going to see this, the way that it's coming through me, is what she's saying, is that if you go the same path that I did, and that'll never happen with someone with me. Just like with someone with you. Just like wherever you're at on your journey, it would blow my mind. Just, you know what I'm saying? But the way this system is set up, our spirits and Holy Spirits cannot cross paths. It's to stay as busy as possible. And to keep ahriman. Listen, real quick. He-Man has blonde hair. Blue eyes, and he is white. I'm just going to write one word up here, and I want you to look at his belt. Look, it's that. That's what it is. This is how good they are. A child. I'm a child. That's a cartoon. Yeah, but it's still these individuals. It's still them. Which that right there is short for this. Yeah. It's insane. So let's just, I'm going to just try to tell you a little bit of stuff. Okay? Because when we're looking at the brotherhood of death. All right? When we're looking at world control, which the average person's brain ain't going to be able to comprehend this. It's an ahrimanic brain, so they will run. They're not going to listen. Ahriman doesn't listen. You need to think about that. These people run when you challenge that materialistic existence. They do not want nothing to hear about that because they know deep down they're wrong. But it's the spirit of ahriman that has been brewing for generations within the DNA and within our subconscious. And ahriman represents materialism. And that's what nobody understands, which in return means death. Not to you here that you think mentally because you have mentally you have a mental disorder. So what we have is this. Okay, listen, this is a hard thing. The way your brain is set up, an ahrimanic brain is set up, I got an answer right now, just like this. Man, science, I got an answer. Can I see it? Can I see it? Okay, y'all in this category right here consume substances with labels and stickers and stuff on them that are so colorful and brightful and everything. But at the end of the day, what does that substance in that container do to your anatomy? It destroys it. Like arsenic. Yeah. So is there a warning label on them? No, there's not. No, there's not. That's an ahrimanic brain. An ahrimanic brain cannot make a distinguish between what it has been programmed with from birth until what it grows up into. Real quick, an ahrimanic brain is the warheads. Here's some candy, little 5 and 6 year olds. Oh, we're adults now. Here's warhead energy drinks. You see what I mean? It's normal. It's normal. Ahriman. I understand ahriman. I understand completely. And these ahrimanic spirits are controlled by false prophets. And every one of us is an ahrimanic spirit. Doesn't matter if you say you are or not, you are. You need to think about it. Go look up. No! If you're a Christian, I can give you plenty of verses that says to look up. The heavens declare the glory of God. The firmament sheweth his handiwork. But in your world, the TV sheweth his handiwork. The TV's whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? That is Ahriman. Okay, but they're in a reset. If we're going to create an ahrimanic spirit, now I'm really tiptoeing on the danger zone, ain't I? To the ones who know what I'm talking about. But see, they're dealing with something they haven't seen in a long time. That's not supposed to happen in this grid. Okay? Around criminals, orphans, and slaves, you have the same way they created mediums in order to bring in this sorcery of this materialistic, satanic world that we're in. Is the same way they, because these mediums, let me get into the spirit world. They talk to the dead, talk to spirits and shit like that. And it's not real, Matt. Yeah, it is. That's an ahrimanic mind. Is to always reject what it has heard over and over and over and over and over and over and over. That's not real, man. You're full of shit. Go on. We cannot distinguish. We've heard the same shit every day. What if you heard every day, take care of yourself? But see, that's not Ahriman. That's God. So you're going to hear more negative. So that way, Ahriman is fucking negative. He's negative. And that's why there's so much friction. But within the process of creating an environment, okay, and you really hate us. So since I really hate human beings and the spirit within them and the soul, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to raise the same way we're controlling these communities. Okay? Because all these were created around a brotherhood of death. Now, it looks all good on the surface and all that, but there's shit going on behind the scenes to where when it's time to sell shit, people die. And they've been trained. And they already created the law. Jail cells, you're made of cells. The same way your cells generate your life is the same way the jail cells generate a fucking big, huge Ponzi scheme based off the human anatomy. So what they do is they create there's a ton of them. I'm sure I'll walk by them every day. I'm sure they're chomping at the bits just to get it empty. But here I am. Here I am. Again. And to people, it's like, what the fuck is he talking about? Listen, Julius Caesar, if you didn't go along with his shit, he took fucking everything down, burned everything down. And who else did it? Who else did that? Yeah, and how'd he do it? Through the radio. And what do we have? Everything that they had. So what they did is as these communities are growing, there's a very secret fucking brotherhood. You got your lodges in there too. That's the outer surface. That's that shit. And then here's these brands setting up shop. And Saturn is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Saturn is ruthless, but Saturn is also lenient and gives liberty, which is a shipping term. Liberty doesn't mean freedom. It just means the illusion of freedom. It's just like shipping. You're granted liberty when you come on land. Now it's got to go. You got to go back. Okay, but this is all created by Saturn. This all has to do with Saturn. Okay, which would be Satan, which would be Lucifer. And then if we get into more of the spirit world, Lucifer was released some time ago, and then Lucifer relinquished, and then here comes Ahriman. See, and y'all don't know anything about that. I can tell you this. You've got, the average person has either got 50 hours of Disney a week in their brain since a baby or 50 hours of sports. And now that's an adult. And now you say over and over, it's not real. That's ahriman. See, ahriman's medicine is to get in there and to fuck everything up. That's a motor. That's a motor right there. That you come from one fucking cell, we can destroy the whole abortion thing in a second. But the people don't fucking have it in there because they have ahriman within their brain. Okay? So, like this day and age, when it's time to, when the heavy hitters come into any small city, the big cities are already on lockdown with these fuckers, this death cult. And they run through the hospitals, and when it's time for some people to die, they've already been picked, chosen, numbers ran and everything, and then as that zodiac and wheel comes over, that's when the satanic blood worship put that into gematria, into satanic gematria. And then somehow the however this is, the blood is it's magnetic, it's electric. But I don't understand how they get off on doing it to people who are fucking not even in shape. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because then the blood's corrupt. So then it's not really like magnetic. You know, but I also too understand about trapping souls, controlling spheres. On the other side, okay? That's, what's the name of the movie? Is it Never Ending Land? Or The Never Ending Story? Fuck, I can't remember. There's a part in there, and that chick is in, the white chick is in her old bedroom. I could be the wrong movie, but just listen. And it's telling you some shit. They love showing you a world that you don't know anything about because you got shit brains. And she's in there going, oh, it's my mirror. Oh, there's my teddy bear. Those are possessions. And here comes all these weird women with all this shit on them. And they're going, oh, look. And they keep filling her with more possessions to where they want her trapped there like they are. It's implying something. All those possessions represent the world. Okay? And it's like we've said before, when you go to the other side, okay, you're just giving heaven and hell. That's it. Let me tell you something. Jesus Christ and the figure itself will be right there above your head, whether you believe it or not. And in this world that you're in of materialism, ahriman's job is to get you from birth back before you're even born. The pills are his medicine, along with the chemicals and everything in here. It leads you through life, get you connected. The mediums are set up with their, the medium is the fucking TV, and then it's just like the movies. Those are the wizards and warlocks, producers and directors. Actors cast, they're casting. The cast is casting spells, channeling sorcery into the mind, changing the DNA, changing everything. We got them now, man. I got y'all's motherfucking asses. If anything happens to me. See, but I win then. They don't want nobody to win. I know now. I know the truth, and they know I know the truth. But see, people around me have not even said, Matt, tell me how you've got almost 9 years. They don't know. So if something happened to me, everybody would have to feel that fucking big and show that humility of it. We never even listened to him. We never gave him a chance. And that's what these motherfuckers who created this ahrimanic realm within our consciousness know that I know. Do you see what's inside of me, how it fucked y'all up? It got that right there. It sent that to y'all. And I'm sure when it got past the editors and shit and to y'all, a few of you, like I've said, was like, fuck! I'm sure it was a board meeting just like it is now on what the fuck. You have broken your silent obedience over the Al-Kul spirit that didn't work, the Ahriman spirit, the Cersei. None of that shit. And see, the whole thing is this. When you have very stupid people, which is Ahriman. Ahriman is stupid. Ahriman thinks that 1 hour a week with Jesus is all you need. Well, that's Ahriman's job. Let's just get 1 hour. And then that false prophet controls those spirits of ahriman. And then they send them out into the world, conform to the world. Then they go to their quarter housing, which is slavery. And then they get fed the ahrimanic medicine, which is the waves of radio. Radio waves, microwaves, and not ocean waves. Something there, ain't it? Yeah, because it's magnetic and electric. And so this huge wave of ahriman is just floating in this fake fucking air of fake electricity, fake man science, fake everything. And the only thing that keeps ahriman existing is the fucking pills and all the modified substances and everything. But when it's time for people to go, here comes the big hitters. So the dumb goy, the dumb stupid people, man, they're from the state. They're experts. That's the ones. Now, not all of them, but they got to falsify that death certificate. They got to make sure, even though they were poisoned, they got to make sure they get a good fucking funeral too. Good memorial and all that shit set up after them. We don't question God. We don't question God. We don't question God. Hall means dick. So city, dicks. Town, there's T and S for 21, the 201 Jesuits, OWN, NWO, New Fucking World Order. Town square, square represents Saturn. Court, courthouse. Courthouse, basketball court. The judge wears black. Those judges on the fucking ball games wear black and white, judging the game. Saturn is judging. The same way he judges Lord of the Rings, Saturn, Satan in this fucking world. Post represents this. Geocentric. That's a post. That's a post. That's a post. That's a post. And that's on every church. Schools. BMW. Mapco. Every fucking thing. Do you want me to go on? Because I can. I can rip the motherfucker in half. Love you.